Hey, how's it going? So, last month there was an event going on at UMass, and you had a couple right-wing conservatives, uh, to include Milo, who is a homosexual from the UK, and very right-winged in his point of view, very anti-feminist. You had Stephen Crowder, who falls right along the same lines, and you had Christina H. Summers, Hoff Summers, who she is a feminist, but she realizes that feminism has gone too far. So now she's expressing her, I guess, outrage. So again, this is very right wing. This is very conservative in views. This is something that I would go to. And if you're a liberal, if you're a leftist, you're probably not going to be interested in anything they have to say. So, of course, given that you're a leftist, you have to go. You have to go. You have to cause trouble. You have to toot your horn and yell and scream with everything you go. Everything they talk about, you have to challenge. And you have no basis for your arguments. You just say things. Everyone's a racist. Everyone's a sexist. Bigotry, bigotry, bigotry. Black Lives Matter. I mean, this is what was going on there. So anything that anyone else does is the fault of these three, because they represent, I guess, what a lot of America wants. Again, they're tired of getting this politically correct bullshit that is systemic in our society. So I'm going to play the clip here and let you hear it. Trigger warning. This may offend you. If it does, fuck you. Here we go.
Alright, I am here to provide some adult supervision. Apologize! Calm down, young lady.
Whoa. Whoa, all this language. Who would say that? Well, let's find out. Whoa. And this person has been nicknamed the Triggly Puff. The Triggly Puff sits there and interrupts everything Christina Summers has to say. Sits there and calls out racially charged statements, even though she's not even talking about race. She's talking about feminism. So, absolutely no basis for anything that was said there. But yet, the Triggly Puff continues. And you see this woman. This woman's not happy with herself. She's obviously upset. Apparently in a Facebook post or whatever social media platform she uses, she's a very big supporter of Black Lives Matter, even though she's not black. And she needs to start taking care of herself before taking care of others. So that said, she goes on.
The correct word for contemporary third wave campus feminism is not cancer, but madness. Utter madness. No, listen, this is very important. Future historians are going to look back and
Yes.
Future generations will look back.
One more trophy we have to ask you to leave the venue. Please keep your comments. Please keep your comments to the Q&A session.
Utter madness.
Holy moly! That girl got tired. You see that? That's the most workout she's done in a year, at least. Jeez. The madness of this woman. So, Triggly Puff, I want you to know that not all right-wing conservatives hate you. Some of us care about you. So, I'm going to help you out. I want you to know that it's not easy being skinny. And I'm not skinny. It's a constant battle with me. So this is my dinner for tonight. As you can see, I got some chicken right there. Got vegetables. I got mushrooms. I got onions. That's it. Lace a little bit of olive oil in there. Wrap it. Call it a day. And you know what? If I'm a little bit hungry later on tonight, maybe I'll eat some more white meat. But you know, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave the ice cream at the store. Okay? Okay. But look. Water with Mio. That's simple, right? If I want to cheat, have a Coke Zero. Being that size is an absolute challenge. You have to try to be that size. You have to completely ignore any nutritional balance in your life to be that size. I mean, seriously, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to skinny down from that. But if you don't know how, French style green beans, it's good for you, Triggly Puff. That's not good enough. Try some tuna. If you don't like seafood, though, try some chunk chicken. And if you want to cheat, if you want to be really unhealthy, Spam, 25% less sodium. Folks, let's be honest here. In all seriousness, this woman cannot love herself. She can't. And if you can't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. You can't sit there and fight for some movement that you have no idea about. And from her post, she has no idea. I mean, she brings up 4 people. Let's click over here so I can talk about this. And I quote, "To all the white feminists who have made posts, attended protest, and organized about the defunding of Planned Parenthood, but have remained silent about Black Lives Matter and the murders of children like Tamir Rice, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, and Aiyana Jones. Black parents shouldn't have to worry about their children being murdered. That is a reproductive justice issue too. Black Lives Matter is a reproductive justice issue. Abolition of prisons and the police is a reproductive justice issue." Alright. I have more right to speak on, I guess, the problem, the instance and the sad story of Tamir Rice, being that I was actually in the area when this happened. I had soldiers that live in that neighborhood up in Cleveland. They saw it happen. It was sad. Everyone was sad. No cop was happy. Not the cops that shot him were happy. They saw a gun aimed at them, and they fired in retaliation. Let's see here. Hold on. Got a couple guns here. Right there. How do you know that's a BB gun? You don't. You don't know. You have no idea what that is. And Tamir Rice aimed it at police officers. They were put in an impossible position, and they didn't know what to do. And you know what? It's sad. It's really sad that his parents, his guardians, allowed him to wave guns around and taught him no manners, and he lost his life because of it. And I feel bad for those officers because they're going to have nightmares every night. And the regular person, the person that doesn't seek out the leftist approach, knows that. In the case of Aiyana Jones, a little girl shot in a raid. Yes, it's not like that officer went in there seeking out a child. That family was harboring a fugitive. It was a suspect that was involved in another murder of a 17-year-old. But people forget this. People misconstrue the situation. That cop is going to have nightmares for the rest of his life. Guaranteed. He shot a child. He knows it. He killed a child. He took a child's life. She brings up Mike Brown. which was not a child. He was a grown-ass man, and everyone needs to admit it. He was a thug. He tried to take a gun from a cop, and he paid the ultimate price. Get over it. I don't feel sorry about him. You know what? Actually, NATO does not feel sorry about it. His parents petitioned NATO, and they turned their asses down. Problem solved. Trayvon Martin, again. He sought out trouble, and he found it. Problem solved. It sucks. Problem solved. If you don't like it, don't be a fucking idiot. I don't go into places that I don't need to be. Why would you seek out issues? Why would you seek out problems? If you want to become the issue, then you got to take the liability of it. But social justice warriors like this don't get that. They live in this society where everything's good, and they have nothing to fight for, so they got to find it. They got to find something to make their lives feel good, because obviously they don't feel good inside, and yet they don't understand the issue at hand. So Triggly Puff, I wish you luck in life. I do. And I hope you change your ways. I hope you find a more centered approach to life, to where you're not so far left that you look like a retard. Holy shit. You need to get your shit under control, girl. Bottom line. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Later.